So tough, more and more people are looking for help at food banks. Some have become so desperate they've started to feed roadkills to their families. It's a trend that helped hunters establish an organization to feed the hungry. Here's NBC25's Nikki Burdine with more.
It all started when Rick Wilson stopped on the side of the road to help a woman who he thought had a broken down car.
So I pulled over and asked her if I could help. And she said, yes, could I follow her over into the bushes? And I wasn't expecting that. I said, well, aren't you broken down or something? She said, no, my car is fine.
So Rick took the bait. The woman led him to a deer that had been killed after it was hit by a car.
She said, no, I didn't hit it. Just saw it laying here. Can you help me load it up in the trunk?
But Rick knew there were laws against that. But what the woman told him next not only changed his mind, it changed his life.
She says, I don't care. She says, my kids are hungry. Will you help me load it up or not? And there I stood, speechless, like what had just happened? Here's this woman feeding roadkills to her family.
That was the beginning of Farmers and Hunters Feeding the Hungry. It's a simple concept. Hunters kill deer, and what they don't use themselves, they donate to the hungry.
Take the deer in, and we pay for the processing, which is cut, wrapped, and frozen, so that when the food banks and soup kitchens pick it up, it's in a box just like you would get at the grocery store.
Which is a huge help to food banks. The #1 food they need the most is meat.
The last couple of years we've gotten about 2,600 in Maryland. You get about 50 pounds of meat per deer, and out of each pound, if you break that up into quarter-pound servings, you get about 200 meals per deer.
Not only does the FHFH help feed people, it also solves another problem.
It's a win-win, You reduce the deer population as well as help your needy neighbor.
Although Rick doesn't get to hunt as much anymore, he still gets to live vicariously through the other hunters and their gift giving.
When you give something special to someone else, how do you describe that? You can't.
Which is more than enough for him. In Washington County, Nikki Burdine, NBC25 News.
If you're interested in becoming involved with the Farmers and Hunters Feeding the Hungry, look on our website, your4state.com, for more information.